These 3 side dishes are all made in the air fryer, and they are so simple and so delicious. So stay tuned so you don't miss any of them. Hey my friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited to share with you today 3 side dishes that I made in the air fryer. I don't know about you, but I am terrible with trying to figure out what side dishes to make with meals. I usually just open a can of green beans or make some macaroni and cheese or some rice. So I'm super excited because these are 3 that I will definitely be making a lot more of. So let's go ahead and get started. I was excited to try these air fryer green beans because my husband usually likes them in the oven, and I'm not really that big of a fan. I could take them or leave them. So when I found this recipe, I was excited. I will list it down below, but I figure you can't go wrong with bacon. So I just took the green beans that you can get from the produce section. They're usually in bags. These aren't like fresh from the field, but obviously you can use those too. But you just take 3 of the green beans and wrap each one in a piece of bacon. And I did cut my bacon in half, so I only use half a piece of bacon per set of green beans. You'll want to preheat your air fryer to 380 degrees, and it's already been preheating for a couple minutes, but once it gets down to 15 minutes left, I'm using parchment paper. You don't have to, but I actually kind of like the fact that the bacon grease the beans sit in that bacon grease, so I feel like that kind of gives it even that little bit of elevated flavor. So if you have parchment paper or these liners, go ahead and use them. But anyway, you want to set the sets of green beans down with the folded side down, just so that when the bacon starts to cook, it can kind of go ahead and cook together, so when you turn them over, the bacon doesn't come apart. I also added salt and pepper, and that was the only seasoning that I used. But you let these cook on 380 for 15 minutes, and after about 7 or 8 minutes, you open it up, and then you'll see that I will flip each one over and let it finish cooking. And I did add a little more salt and pepper on this side. I have officially found my favorite way to eat green beans. These are so absolutely delicious that I will definitely be making these again. All right, our side with dinner tonight is going to be Brussels sprouts. I'm not a big Brussels sprouts fan, but I tried it one time at this restaurant and it was really good. So I tried to dissect it. It was basically Brussels sprouts. I'm going the easy way. I just bought the frozen kind, and it says it's for the skillet. They actually have one that says it's for the air fryer too, but the one for the air fryer didn't have what I wanted in it. So anyway, this is with sea salt and cracked pepper. Then I'm going to use this 3 pepper and onion blend, as well as some bacon. So I'm going to get the bacon chopped up. I don't know, probably about 3 slices maybe. I'm going to get it chopped up. I'm going to use however much of this I'm going to want to add to this, and I'm going to cook it in the air fryer. So let's see how it goes. All right. So I have the Brussels sprouts. They're sliced up pretty good, so I'm probably only going to use half, because it's just going to be me and my husband eating this, because my son definitely won't eat it. Just clean the counters, put that back in there. Then I'm going to add the bacon, and the veggies. Gonna add some olive oil. And like I said, I'm just kind of making this up based on what it looked like at the restaurant. So then I'm gonna add some salt and pepper. I'm not gonna add too much salt. And the pepper, quite a bit of pepper because we like pepper. And I'm gonna add about a teaspoon of garlic. Then I'm just gonna mix it real good. Let all that oil get on it. Plus you'll have the grease from the bacon. So try to get that bacon spread out. And then I'm gonna get it in the air fryer. I've got the air fryer set on 375 and I'm gonna cook it for about, I let it preheat for about 3 minutes and I'm gonna let it cook for about 10 minutes and halfway through, take it out, shake it around, mix it up real good again, and let it finish cooking. All right, they are done. And what I'm gonna do now is put them in a bowl, serving dish. I'm going to sprinkle it with some grated Parmesan. A little more. And like I said, this is something I had at a restaurant and it was really good, so I just tried to decipher what was in it, and this is the best I came up with. So this is what it looks like. Brussels sprouts and bacon in the air fryer. Okay, I'm really surprised with myself. These were really, really good, and I see myself eating this a lot more. These air fryer potatoes are super, super easy to make, and they're really good. You just, I use the baby tomatoes, so I don't even have to peel them, but I just chop them up, put them in a bowl. I add some olive oil, and I toss the potatoes in the olive oil before I add any seasonings. That way, when I do add the seasonings, they will stick to the potatoes. So, for the seasonings, I use this roasted garlic and herb seasoning, and I don't measure any of this. I just basically put as much as I feel like I'm in the mood for that day. But anyway, I also add some ranch seasoning, and if you're using the packets, then I would probably say, depending on how many potatoes, like I only had probably a half a pound of potatoes, so I only used what would probably be equivalent to half a packet. But then I used salt and pepper and started stirring it up, but you will see that I also did think, you know what, I want to add some red pepper flakes. So I go and get some red pepper flakes, add that to it as well, just for a little bit of a kick, and finished stirring all of that up until all the potatoes are coated really well. Now you just add them to your preheated air fryer, and I probably should have used my parchment paper liner, but I didn't. But anyway, you add the potatoes. I have my air fryer preheated to 400, and at 400, you're really only going to need to let it cook for about 12 to 15 minutes. And of course, in the middle of, cooking it, you want to take it back out, mix everything up real good, and put it back in and let it finish cooking. they are done. So here we have another delicious air fryer side dish that's super easy and super quick to make. You'll have to let me know in the comments below what you make in the air fryer. I know that because I loved the green beans so much, I would like to try it with like asparagus, because I don't eat asparagus, but if it tastes like the green beans did, as far as like so much flavor, I would actually like it. So I am really excited about finding these 3 recipes. The potatoes one I do make more often, and I will have a link in the description box to the green beans. And the Brussels sprouts one, I'm gonna be making again. I don't have a recipe for it because it's just, like I said, it's something I made up. But anyway, I'm really excited about these side dishes, and I hope you are too. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for coming by. I would love it if you like homemaking, all things homemaking, recipe ideas, shopping hauls, home decor, all things related to the home. I would love it if you would click that subscribe button, click the bell button so you don't miss any of my videos. And when you do subscribe, you will be helping me reach my goal of 4,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I really would appreciate it. But if you want more meal ideas, then make sure you check out the box you see on the screen right now, and I will see you next time. Bye.